doing for a little while. I don't know, where is it? Trying to see what level I am so I can get a rundown of everything. Yeah, level 51. And I got the heavy armor on. I'm just not getting to the hardened steel. In order to get a hardened steel, you have to mine the ore, mine the iron, or smelt it in the furnace. And then when it turns to iron, you get a little iron bar. And then you have to get some hides, tan them with some bark. Get some bark hides, put it on a little tanning thing. You get leather and tar from that. Depends on if it's like a rhino or elephant hide, you get thick leather. But if it's regular like deer or human, you get regular leather. And once you get the tar from that, you mix the tar with some brimstone. You normally find brimstone inside a cave. Sometimes there's iron there. And then you get steel fire. Yeah, I just made someone that had the tar and brimstone. And there's a certain number requirement in order to make it. And then once you get that, you mix the what's this stuff called? Steel fire with the iron to get steel. And once you get the steel, you mix the steel with regular brimstone. Of course, you gotta heat the furnace with either wood or coal, and that's how you get hardened steel. So the amount of iron you have to go mine, because you only can carry so much at one time in order to get the steel. And then that number doing those, like you can start off with 100, refine enough, you might get anywhere between that much, 36 to 60, and then try to refine that to get hardened steel, then it might not turn out that much. So in order to get this amount, you have to have quite a bit of iron to start off with, plus those other resources. And that's a lot of running back and forth about myself, and that's what I've been doing. That's how I get all this stuff, because all of this you have to collect and then build. When you normally just start off with, you step on the scene just like this, no weapons. You have to go out here and see, like a rock right there. You can pick it up. Stick like that. You can pick it up. And once you pick it up, well, enough of them. You can make things like stone sword, but the first thing you can make is like a, what is it at? It's like a little stone hatchet and stone swords and such. And I just picked up one of those branches in the stone. You can see they laying all around the ground, but you see something else down there called the twine, basically like a rope. You know, to get there you have to get plant fibers. So if you want plant fibers, go to bushes like this and pick them up. You get the seeds and insects, and you can eat those little bugs. As you can see, it fills up the food bar, and it helps heal you as well. But since I don't have to worry about eating no bugs no more, because I got all these beehives, and as you can see, they make plenty honey. I got so much honey, it don't make no sense. And the honey is heavy. That's why I don't carry so much at once. And if I go on long trips, I take a few little chunks of honey with me and need some more water in that canteen. My water bag. But in order to make all that armor, you have to mine the stuff and all that kind of stuff. And what I'm gonna be doing now, since I just recently got the little hardened steel and I want to upgrade it, because I got this new armor and I just made it a whole nother set. Let me drop this stuff because I really don't need all that. I got a whole bunch of it already in storage. The upgrades for them, like the advanced reinforcement kit, makes it more durable, so when I go out there and fight these battles I use these weapons. So the little white bar underneath shows the durability of it. It'll do it at a lower rate. I can take more hits without having to spend the same materials it take to make it in order to repair it. That's less running back and forth in contrast to leaving it standard. But I can upgrade it. What was I about to do? Oh yeah, I gotta go get some more, go to the place where you catch a lot of elephants so I can get more thick leather so I can make another set. And then I'm running this little places like all the little white spaces, places I've been. I had to go all those places and there's no fast travel in order to highlight those places so I can know what they are. But you can build little places like I built, or you can put down your bedroll. Like if I was to venture over here and I was to die in that area, it would leave all my stuff there. And I can either respawn back here, respawn back at the very beginning where you first start, or wherever I put a recent bedroll, which would be right there. So if I die in this area, it'd be good to respawn there instead of having to start all the way back over where my bed is and travel all the way back over there with no gear, except for whatever kind of spare gear I may have there. But it wouldn't be good to have that because I'd be too heavy and you move slower just to get my stuff again. So I keep like an extra bedroll. Depends on if I plan on taking a long trip anywhere outside the general area, like right here, because I got, what's that? Place to mine ore right here in this area. So in order to get the stuff to make the weapons and stuff like that, I don't have to go far. It's like right here. And if a sandstorm show up, which will do damage to you if you caught out there out of shelter. It's just a little short, well not short, but it's a good little sprint back instead of being caught somewhere way out yonder. If I need like potions for health, like eating food does heal you. Now let me step inside just in case I'm out here rambling, showing the map and sandstorm show up. But there's plenty of animals around to get meat and hides and stuff like that. I'm not too far away from some camps where I can get the hides off humans and steal some of that loot after I kill them. But there's also a place you can fish, so you can use the handful of bugs that you get from the little bushes, put it inside the little fishing basket and get some fish. Aloe vera and berries tend to grow all along the little water down there. And you can put the berries inside of here and get some little juice. It's basically just fruit water. And aloe vera used to make these potions right there, which are heavy as well. That's why I don't carry too many. It depends on if I'm going on a long trip or not. Like the one I'm about to take, because I gotta go, where is it? Yeah, all the way over here in this area where the elephants and tigers at. They get some thick hides, so I'm gonna travel from here all the way up to here and kill as many elephants to get enough thick hide, and then I'm gonna come back, drop off the hide, and then I'm gonna go to there's some areas that have trees that yield more bark than just regular trees, and get some bark so I can get the leather and tar from it. So when I go after that to mine some more of that ore, I have the stuff to make it to the steel, and I have the leather I need to make these little suits armor again, purchase the advanced upgrade, or make the advanced upgrade. I haven't run into anything where I have to use any kind of currency yet. Everything's just make, collect the stuff, make it, and everything. The only thing that costs anything is the stuff it takes to make it. Like, I'm still using the stone stuff right there instead of this upgraded stuff. And I ran across a place where you can get ice at, but that is way up here. And you'll see how long it takes to travel these places. But the first thing first, since it's the furthest thing away and the most difficult, I'm gonna go kill the elephants first. So I'm gonna go ahead and equip myself for that. Oh, I gotta refill this water bag first. And this, basically by myself, I made it this far. It'd be more efficient if I had somebody else to help. And it's possible to do online. This is offline right here, but it's online. You can do offline with co-op, or you can just do online where you get a whole bunch of different other people from all around the world, where they can, as you can see, you can run across a little place and run across their stuff. But basically just the offline, I could be going to get the hides while they going to get the ore, and by the time I come back with all the stuff, they already got this fired up and going and things like that, and so on and so forth. I just filled that water bag up. Or at least I thought I did. And you will take fall damage, that's why I glide down the side like that. Okay, it did it that time. Different meals deal different amount of satisfaction as far as hunger. And different stats. Like if I want to carry more, that's the stat I would improve on. But since I'm gonna be out here dealing with these kind of creatures that hit kind of heavy, that's what I've been upgrading. But the next thing I'm gonna be working on is putting some more towards that, because it with the level of stuff that I'm at now, it yields quite a bit. That means I gotta basically, if I had the lower level, like when you first start out with the wooden axe, not wooden but the stone, and I would whack on this tree, it wouldn't yield that much. But since I'm at the level of the hardened steel hatchet, it yields a lot more. And that means that per whack or per trip, I'm gonna have a lot more, and I won't have to go to different deposits for whatever it is I'm looking for. Depends on what, like, depends on what I'm looking for and gathering. So I'll have more space, and the trips will be more fruitful instead of just going there. Well, it'll save a whole lot of time. You'll see how much time it take the first travel, then get there, and then handle the business. But yeah, I got a whole bunch of beehives, and they full, and they produce on their own with nothing in it. if I want to increase the amount, when you go to like them bushes or aloe vera, you can pick up queen bees or worker bees. And you see I got extra deposits of that. And the expiration time on those is quite a bit. So as far as food, they can run out of that. They're just heavy to try to carry them on those long trips, and there's plenty of stuff to run across on the way there. But, okay, I gotta focus and make sure I got everything I need for this trip. I want to stay out there long enough to gather as much as I can, but I also don't want to be too heavy and not get as much as I possibly could. But don't want to be underprepared either. And I'm headed up this way. So I'm gonna go this way and take the first left and go all the way up here. Past the sinkhole, you can see it'll be like a some undead hyenas and a big old pit where this big old monster at. I fell down there once. I was trying to get stocked up on some arrows, and I recently got a new bow and upgraded the damage on it. And I was going to see how much damage I could do to it. Therefore, I know how many arrows to pack and try to get a kill from sitting up there. And I fell down there, and there was nothing to lessen the fall with, and I ended up dying. And that's before I knew that the pit, the sinkhole, was like connected to the arena where there's a big ass snake in the front of it, and then corruptions in there. And that's why I got the little person out there dancing, because once you get corruption on you by getting attacked by undead stuff or being in certain areas, it gets the corruption off of you, which limits your capacity for health and stamina. It like puts a little a limit on it until you get that off, and then you can fill up the field on high full capacity. And you can use a pickaxe and mine things like those rocks and stuff like that. Depends on like if you're gonna make bricks and stuff like that, and harden bricks and all that kind of stuff. And those spiders, the reason why I haven't stopped to kill them, is they will follow you all the way wherever you're going. They're not like all the other creatures that eventually turn around. They'll follow you the whole time. Trees like this is where you get bark from. You use the pickaxe to get the most from. Basically self-explanatory. Use something like a pickaxe and it shaves bark off the edge, in contrast to using a hatchet, and you'll get limbs like that, or branches is what they call them. But I'll show you the place where I have fell down at. It's down there. Those little hyenas. They got regular hyenas, but these have been around that for so long that and you can harvest their corpses and get various things. And the only thing to use this for is like if you got the little compost, you can eat that raw, but if you don't have the right thing upgraded, you can get food poisoning from it. But y'all, that thing right there, I was trying to get on that and aim down and shoot at it, because if you, oh, damn it, almost fell again. But anyhow, trying to aim with the bow, but the angle is too steep, it'll just hit right there terrain. So I got right there, I was trying to aim, but then when you hit it, it just started moving. And I was trying to maximize the damage by hitting it in the head. and I was too busy remembering a different game that I was playing, like the little muscle memory, and tried to like cancel the attack. And if you press the circle to do a little dodge, and being on that little narrow ledge, I dodged myself straight down there where it was, and I died as soon as I hit the ground, so I didn't get killed by it. It was just I had to spawn all the way back from where I left from with no gear. Well, I had an extra axe sitting in there, so I used that because you saw one of them little skeletons down there walking around. And they did shoot at me, but I had to find a way to climb all the way there. Gotta make sure I'm going the right way. Gotta make it right. And climb all the way there with nothing but some little loincloth and stuff on. This quite revealing stuff too. Is where to turn on a little nudity and all that kind of stuff. Partial nudity to full nudity and things like that. But for the most part, you just see nothing but like a cloth thong. But yes, traveled with all the way there with that. I felt like one of those skeletons, because he was a little archer, and he just saw me and started shooting at me, but I was able to handle him and ended up getting it all back. There's lumps of coal right there that's more efficient to use inside the furnace than wood. And if you need like crystal, you can kill those and use the skinner, which you normally just take the little hide off with, and it'll yield like one crystal from it. You can kill those and take their hide and their meat from them and cook the meat and get like steaks and things of that nature. Depends on what kind of animal you done killed. It regenerates different amounts of health. But between the little honey reserve that I carry around and the water sack and all the stuff I'm about to carry, and then you run across people like that have different things. Like instead of always having to mine the ore and then refine it yourself, they'll sometimes carry it. I could use my shield, but I'd rather not having to worry about repairing it. It'll be easier just to take the shots. It is like iron bar right there. Even though I'm out here looking for those elephants and stuff, it's good to have that to save me time on having to find the ore and the coal and refine it. It's just the weight factor. I eat that straight up. Get the health back. Instead of wasting them potions, because they got tigers out here that be hitting heavy. And them elephants do too. Let's see. maximize the amount of hides I can get from them instead of just getting big old chunks of meat. I use this instead. Won't need those. Tiger right there, and those little, I guess those are male, those are attack you too. So if you got a tiger on you, it's dealing damage and steady moving out the way so you don't get many hits on them, but it's landing a bunch of vicious hits on you that have bleed and things like that, and then that come and knock you down and you stand there getting attacked by that and the tiger. It'd be hard when you're hunting that, which if you get the attention of that, it'll come and trample you and attack you as well. And if you're too close, humans will jump into the fray too, so that kind of stuff will take you out real quick. And that's iron right there. See, like that. I'm just here for the hide right now, so I ain't too worried about harvesting those two things. Looking for the thick hide. You can make it a male or a female. I decided to do the female. And sometimes you can see like a little tiger cub around. You can pick it up and train it to be your own, and you'll have like a full-grown tiger to defend your stuff. I got me a jaguar, because when I went all the way over to the little jungle area, I gotta wait till that bleeding stop before I can. There we go. I eat up that to reduce the weight and add additional regeneration. This must be a male. starving no time soon. I'm just here for that right now. Elephant hide and thick hide. And that's how I get the thick leather, so I can make a whole nother set of this armor, so I can add the upgrades to it. Why it does that. I just head on back now because too much more of anything and I'll be too heavy and move a lot slower. This is a good area to come up here and get bark. So once I drop off this hide, I'm gonna come back up to this area and get all this bark up now. And damn hyenas. They're like those spiders, they'll just keep on chasing you. And if you like low on health and ain't got no aloe vera extract and stuff like that, the moment you pause to get your stamina back up, as you can see, that be on you. That's the sinkhole, so the music is a good indicator that the enemy or a enemy has spotted you, but it don't always kick in. Sometimes you'll sit here and next thing you know something jump in the screen and hit you and no music started up. They'll follow you the whole time. isn't usually this color. I just been picking up some dye and I made some and turned it all green. Because I'm gonna be sitting there staring at something for quite a bit of time. As you can see, the amount of time it takes to travel from there to there, and it takes time to make all the stuff. I really see a female wear my favorite color. Yeah. Picked up a little alligator too, like a little small. You had to get them when they small, like this little jaguar. I'll wait till it load up. Hold on. It was a little jaguar cub. One of these alligators that was small, and one of these. I know where to get those. They be walking around down there with a little turtle somewhere over that way. You have to just follow that coastline right there and go all the way around. And these were around that corner. Just follow the little coastline all the way around. You run across those. And this was way over, up here in the jungle, because I was headed to a little pirate ship over here. Because I had to grab the little fragments to the stone. And I ran across it somewhere in this area. Now I could go and make that trip twice. I just seen how much hide that I brought back, and it only yields so much, but it don't take much to do a whole. I think it's like 153 to do a whole suit of armor, and I only need like one more, because I don't think the upgrades go any higher unless you get to like that little star metal one they were talking about. So on this trip, I'm going to get some bark. There's places to get more bark. Well, not more bark, but bark as well. But it won't be as much as if I went back to that place. In fact, I might see how much, because it does weigh something. Let's see how heavy it is just in this area. This area right here, and then it's go up that hill and around the corner, or I can just go down that slope and go up that hill right there, because there's a base there and a base there I can run into, and sometimes they have you can loot bark off of them. And they have different metals and stuff as well, so I don't have to worry about going inside those little caves up there and dealing with those spiders in order to mine the ore and then refine it. I wanted to cook those little steak things, so that's why I did that. Won't need those. It'll take up space. I got plenty of regular leather. I just need the little thick hide, little thick leather. In order to that's what I meant to do right now. Yeah, you can grab one of those deer too, like that little one right there. You can snatch it up and take it back to the to your little camp, put it in a little pen and raise it yourself, and it'll fight for you. But I don't think it'd do much damage as a jaguar or an alligator, or they call it a crocodile. And I beat the little 3-skull crocodile. And that's how I got that little achievement. But they got like one skull, one's the level of difficulty. Fighting spiders. Yeah, it's not yielding as much.
You'll dance for me now, or swing for me later.
Nighttime here, it do get dark, so I got that little torch on deck, and once it run out you have to repair it. So you're getting it like this, saving the trouble having to go mine it and refine it, and refining it spins the ore and coal or wood, whichever one, like that. Grabbing everything because I got some of everything already. Wait for everybody to show back up. I got a dismantling table where I can see, since it's iron head, I can get some iron out of those arrows, and I have wooden feathers as well. Sometimes just feathers and iron. At the beginning, when you don't have any weapons and armor and stuff, seeing those little lights and things like that, it's kind of a little discouraging, because you know it's gonna be people and they already got weapons. But once you actually make some stuff, you find a nice little good spot where all the stuff you're looking for ain't too far away, start building things so where you can be sheltered from sandstorms and can actually start storing things, or you can venture out and make little trips like this. It's not as discouraging. Actually, something to look forward to because you can actually see, you can get good loot, things like that from finding a steel bar or iron bar and things like that already made. It saves you a lot of time. Like I said, it takes wood or coal in order to fire up the furnace in order to melt a certain amount. If you can get that amount, or just get the finished product already, it's a good thing. And they have a weight number on them too, so there's only so much you can carry at once. And before, I used to just keep running to this same camp over and over and over because they were the only ones dropping the little rhino hide. And they're pirates, so there's a sailboat around here somewhere. Oh, that's where the little black hand is, right there, the black galleon. And that's the main ship right there, but they spread out all over the place. And I didn't know where they kept getting it from. All I know, they just kept dropping it. So I kept coming back getting it like 6, 8 at a time. Eat all this up first. I'll go back and cook them little steaks when I get back. They got a shorter expiration time on it before they turn into that putrid meat that you saw. But now that I know where to go and actually get the little thick hides and actually kill the stuff. You can see the little durability bar going down on them, and since these are the hardened steel ones, it's going to take hardened steel to repair, and that's why I have to keep running back and forth making these trips to get the stuff I need in order to refine the hardened steel enough to repair the stuff that I'm using, to get the stuff to make the stuff to get better stuff. So it's going to take hardened steel to make the upgrades, and hard steel to repair the stuff, and hard steel to make those things. It's a whole lot of it. That you wear do work. It just like if I were to have the shield, it does the arrows, and sometimes when they hit, do plink off of it. So just like wearing the armor, sometimes those arrows do the same. And as you can see, the different weapons have different effects. That Joker could have stayed back and just been sitting there jabbing the whole time. See how difficult it was. Inside that big old box right there, ain't no telling what's all in there, so I'll wait till I get back. Cause right now by itself, it has a certain weight to it. But once you open it up, it could be something that'll make you extra heavy. Like it can have 1,000 little stone in it, or 1,000 wood, or all kinds of stuff. One time I had 50 crystal in one of them, and that's what I needed to make something else I didn't know with nothing but explosive jar ingredient. It's a lot easier now that I got this weapon upgraded though. Before it took a lot more hits and dodging and stuff like that. I seen with the little toxin orb right here, the little gaseous orb, it works pretty well. The little grease one, I have yet to see what it does. I mean, I threw it once and it was just some sort of achievement show because you mix it with something else. I mean, like threw one and threw another one, and that was about it. But other than that, usually another one down there. I guess that's why two of them right there.
You'll dance for me now or swing for me later.
You can also capture people like that little performer right there. I can get that one and replace the one that I got. Or I have two dancers. But you have to have like a rope and like a certain kind of stick to whack them upside the head and drag them all the way back. And give them that particular route. You can't swim with them or climb with them, so you drag them a long way around.
The others to hang themselves.
The pirates, that's why they be talking like that.
Tell the others to go hang themselves.
That's still paying right there. I can build an upgraded one, but I don't see no point in it. Not right now anyhow. I'll come back and start that process in a moment. Go ahead and cook those up. Drop this stuff off. And drop this wood in there. I'm about done cooking anyhow. Yeah, like that. See how it just became super heavy. I would have had to drop some of it. It was good to have all that stuff on deck. She be changing up her little dancer. She do one where she basically just kicking her little feet around. That one jumping right there, and another one like a little break dancing thing, like where they grab a hold to the foot, jump over it like it's a jump rope, and some other kind of stuff. But the reason why I got them guarding the place, that little meter down there at the bottom called purge meter, it would be my first one once it actually reached that point. But from what I studied on it, it's basically it's a random spawn of some sort of army, and they come and wipe your stuff out. It happens if you're offline as well, so I'm not sure if I'll be online to actually fight the battle itself, but at least there'll be that to at least distract the enemy for a while. I wouldn't know what all would happen. I mean, I done seen like pictures of some big old giants walking around, but that's way more than enough right there. The only thing I would actually need from here is 5 of those. Yeah, and I gotta make sure I got at least 50. If I got enough of that. That's turning the iron bar into the steel bar. You see, it takes a certain percentage of that, certain percentage of that, certain percentage of that to make that. So 200 iron bars, and we'll see how many steel bars I can get from that. And then when I have, I got 60 at the moment, but about to show you that the amount it would take to actually repair all this stuff I've been using. 153 to make a whole nother set of these. 153 of that, and I got like what 200 or something of those already making on the other side. I just gotta wait till they get done, and then I can put the little spare set in there. Down the little thing now to make sure I got enough dye to make it green. Yeah, I got 7, but some parts ain't gonna be the same. Gotta make some more. It's possible to like capture little carpenters and things like that and have them at your base to handle all this, but at the moment, since I've just been running back and forth, I didn't took the time to capture them and then feed them and put them in a little wheel thing to break them so they'll actually work for me. I've just been running back and forth doing it myself. I really ain't care enough how long it took. Instead of for a long while, I really didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was basically just running around with everything on my back. And like, you can make some cloth out of this. Like, you can just make straight up clothes out of it. Really don't do too much to keep you out the element. Or not out the elements. Reduce like the heat and cold and stuff like that. Not a whole lot, but just some. Yeah, so 200 bars of steel and 200 bars of iron gets you 40 steel. It's a lot. And it takes a whole lot of that ore when you doing mining to get that amount. This is just stuff in the immediate areas that I have to. I got these boxes in the immediate area, therefore I ain't gotta keep running all the way back over here to the little storage area that I got all of these lined up for. And you can see various things in there, like the rope and like little people out with, or tie them up with, and various other things I've yet to find a use for. You can get drunk on here too. You can drink yourself to death, like you get too drunk and die. I did that once. And while that's making, I think. That's all I needed with that. I can start this little process of making another one. I think that's all I need. Man. This. Put that coal back. So in order to build the armor first, you have to build a little padding underneath. Each one of them costs a certain amount of thick leather. That's why I had to get a certain amount first. So each arm, you have to 2 sets. So that's 18 just for one. So you need like 36 for 2. I have to make sure I'm doing the right one though. That's just the pattern on the inside, and then that's the actual leather and stuff. I need the horns for the helmet. Gotta run all the way back to the other side. This arm in there first. This is a spare set. I could dismantle it, but I've learned to have a spare set. They have upgrades where you can increase the amount of defense that you can get from the armor. But I'd rather just have it more durable. Therefore, I don't have to keep running back and forth and worry about wasting all my hardened steel. Because as you can see, you get 200 iron after you have to accumulate like 800 little bundles of iron ore, refine and get like a few hundred bars from it. Then that only gets you like 40 steel, but then you refine the steel after you got the ingredients to make it hard and steel, and you don't get nowhere near as much. It's similar to if you got something like cooking rice, we'll say that, but your main focus is the amount of water you're gonna have left over. You have to take into consideration the amount of water that the rice is gonna soak up, and then if you don't have a lid on it, the amount of water that's gonna evaporate out, and then what's gonna be left at the bottom for you use for whatever it may be. And that's the upgraded stuff. They got different colors, it's just the one I choose. And I think it actually plays a factor in camouflage as well, because I was walking through the little jungle area, and especially at night, and the little creatures had a hard time looking at me, or spotting me, I should say. Got everything repaired, got that upgraded. I really ain't got no little main focus as far as furthering the quest to get the little bracelet off. And I got the main piece out the way, that's why I had to end up going all the way over here to the little jungle to get to this spot, going all the way over here to the little ship. I went up there thinking that was the place to go, but I just ended up finding out you get a whole lot of steel and stuff dropping from people up here. But the main thing now is the keep my load light and do some mining. Oh, that's right, I still got the other I run out of bark. For the sake of the tar. Oh yeah, that's the whole reason why I was doing that, that's why. Forgot. Cause I need the tar in order to make the steel. I remember what I went in here for though. Since it requires hardened steel in order to repair that, I'm just gonna use the regular steel pickaxe until I get more until it trickles on down to more hardened steel. I gotta start at iron first. While that's doing that, I'm going about the mining. some places that had a whole bunch of ore. I think it was up there. That's it. Oh, it was right over here. But therefore, you can just go. You have to just deal with a few humans and then mine some stuff. But this way, I only got spiders to deal with. You have to build a whole big fancy place yet. Like I said, if you have more people, it'll be easier to build a big old giant palace and things like that, because you got one person going to keep getting hired and things like that. Another person gathering bark, another person getting coals and stuff like that, and have multiple furnaces and things like that. So you got one melting down bricks and making hardened bricks, and another one good and other stuff to get ingredients to mix it with the regular bricks to make hardened bricks and all this other kind of stuff, and branching out, mining all the different areas. But this is just the operation I got, doing it on my own. Let's always go through here first before I go inside the cave. Tell them what all you'll find out here.
Ahoy there!
You see they got a little rhino hide. That's how I used to get it. It took me so long to get this armor. Well, I just loot your foot. Brimstone right now. I'm gonna go all the way down here before get to the skeletons, killing all the spiders along the way, and then just mine everything on my way out. Like a mining tool only do 1 damage while everything else has designated amount of damage. I remember when I first discovered these caves, I was still using a stone sword and it would take quite a few licks. But now that I done got upgraded, I'm using, I think, the ancient one. I can squish them with one. Drop out that excess weight from those. That's about all I'll be able to carry right now. Probably would be lighter if I didn't have all the armor on. I probably wouldn't have to worry about the durability being affected either. Like the small little attacks from the spiders and such. purge thing, so ain't no telling how that's gonna work. It'll be my first one. And they say as long as it's eligible, it can happen at any given time. So it could be like 5 seconds after I decide to log off and they send a big old giant or a swarm of different little creatures or something like that. From what I read, they're gonna be like a little army that roams across the map. It depends on where they spawn at. Should be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 500 bundles of ore, and you get about 200 bars of that. 200 bars of that is 40 steel or something. At that rate, yeah. Back and forth like that, not including having to go and get more coals. You could use the wood. The wood burns up fairly quickly. In contrast to the little lumps of coal. Some more coals then. Finally ran out of bark. So I have to make a whole nother suit right there. As far as thick hide or thick leather. I'll save this good armor upgraded stuff for well, actually it's gonna cost the same amount to repair. Alright, so it's gonna cost the same amount to repair as it uses the same material. The only thing that actually required the hardened steel was the upgrade. Giant alligator was down now. Oh, it was around the corner. And I beat the giant alligator. And I got the key for the to open up the little chest that it got. Only thing is, my level wasn't high enough to open up the chest. Yep. You had to be level 60. And I'm like, oh, that reminds me, I did level. To reach this level because oh yeah, I can build a new shield. That's oh yeah, that's why I gotta do all this mining and stuff, because where's it at? There we go. Hardened steel shield. I gotta make sure I got enough hardened steel to do it. Probably take about like 20. Maybe even 40, ain't no telling. I'll find out in a moment, but I gotta make sure first with the, and as you can see, it's gonna take coal to go from taking it from ore all the way down to steel bars, and I gotta have plenty of that. So I'll get some more of this and then go and get some more iron. Spiders. This is what you can make silk out of. Those little things, gossamer. I got plenty of it. Mainly used for bowstring. If you're gonna make bows, you'll need the little gossamer to make the silk. Chilling. That's all I'm talking about. The music don't always kick in. Thing was dead by the time they kicked on the drum. It's not 100, you can still move at the pace that you can move, not being overweighted or over encumbered, as they would say. I first ran across that term playing Fallout 3 when I had a laptop. But it really didn't affect too much. See my little person face look like when I get inside the little camp. You know, I'm gonna try not to stand out here, 'cause ain't no telling what to show up and start attacking you, or sandstorm show up out of nowhere. You'll see like little black or dark swirls start flowing through the air, and then it gets like orange tint or pinkish tint. And that's how you know what's it called, a sandstorm showing up. Close up on the eyeballs, not on this camera angle. Had to be like an edit or something like that. I just like keeping everything repaired. So they come up with like some different upgrade, which I don't see that they might. It's the only way to see if you will need one or not. And I didn't see one beyond the one that I got, so I won't have to worry about actually building a whole nother thing of armor. And so I just decided to like do a defense instead of durability. Which durability saves me time on resources because it require more resources to repair more often instead of the rate that I'm currently going. I'll probably do the shield. I had to see what it won't take for it. 20 and twine. I got 15. The amount of steel it's gonna take to make hardened steel. To make that and then use the hardened steel to repair hardened steel tools. And then the amount of steel I'm gonna have left over after making the hardened steel to repair the armor and steel tools that I have. And in fact, I don't even, well, I keep that on because the reason why I have this weapon, it do the same damage as the two-handed sword I got, do the same damage as this one due to the upgrade I put on it. I put the upgrade to have that one have more impact, so when you hit the enemies, they moving all over the place instead of just standing still, steady attacking. When they ain't attacking, that's less damage you take, the more damage you can put on them. But with this one, with the damage upgrade, where it do increase damage, you attack a lot quicker. It's just they can still attack you at the same time, or have that knock around ability on their weapon, or to knock you off balance and stuff like that, prevent you from attacking. But the only thing about that is you can have that out and your shield, and you can block and stuff. It's just that the time delay in between attacking and putting up your shield, or when them archers shooting at you, you can close in on them with the shield. So having the arrows, if they're not spaced out too far, like if you like this, it ain't gonna block no arrow coming from over there. And if you're attacking, but that's about it. That's why I keep the keep that on. You can also have your shield out while you mine and stuff, so you sitting there chopping down the tree and that's around. Be defending the archer attack, like I could be at a camp or something like that nearby, mining something. The archer started shooting. You can defend, switch to the weapon to attack, run up on them, murk them. That'll close the gap, and then when I'm done, go back to mining again. Unless I use that, which that ability, that last attack in that combo right there, normally sweep them off their feet, and that makes room so you can splat them at the end. That's why I like keeping that one on. I used to have the bow on there too, but I don't find myself using the bow a whole lot. It's only like if I'm going, I know I'm going, that's like a big boss or something like that. Then I will have that on just so I can get a few shots in on them or something like that to pretty much feel them out as far as the amount of damage I can do to them. I leave some regular steel there so I can repair. All I really need is, well, I need more than 5, but just 5 to make the shield, and yeah, 5 to make the shield, and a little bit extra to repair stuff with. That reminds me, I need to put up that's the hardened steel. Even though it yields more, I really don't have the extra hardened steel to spare on it. So I'm gonna go back to using the regular steel. It's still pulling a pretty good advantages.